This is KYW News Radio 1060.
Hello, everyone. So today, interesting discussion. We're going to talk about John Joe Gray. Either a hero or a crook and a criminal, depending on who you ask. One guy has managed to hold off the FBI, the Texas Rangers. It just seems to me we can take over countries. Sure, we can't get rid of this guy.
Now we're going to walk.
For nearly 15 years, the Gray family have been living off the land, expecting the police to storm their compound.
We got a tight line across here on the bottom of the trigger. When something hits that tight line, it pulls that trigger off from that stake. That can be set up for all kinds of traps, even for people if you need to.
The people?
Catching people.
Do you set them up all around the compound?
Not that kind. We got other kinds we got set up.
Despite being extremely paranoid about any outsiders, they allow me and my film crew in to film their unusual lives.
I admit I didn't like it at first. I think we worked it out though.
Thank you. But behind the facade, the entire family remained wary of our presence. As well as being asked not to film certain people who were on the compound, there was a constant sense of unease about the place. What measures have you taken to prepare yourselves?
For an attack? Well, first thing, we get our heart right with God. And then we train ourselves, make sure our guns stay clean, make sure our provisions are prepared and ways to protect ourselves. I ain't gonna give it all away.
So how has the entire family managed to live cut off from the world and survive off the land for so long?
We never done without. We always had food. Of course, it wasn't what we liked. You know, you couldn't run up to Dairy Queen and get your burger and fries, you know, or something, but it was still food.
You can learn to live without a lot of things.
Without the internet, computer games or television, entertainment for the children comes in the form of a cleverly adapted plough.
We're taking a gearbox off of a power wheel. We put a capacitor in line with it to keep the voltage from fluctuating too much while you're walking. What kind of music do you listen to?
Sometimes KSCS.
Which is country music?
Yeah.
What's the other one you listen to?
90.9.
Which is Christian music.
Christian.
And what do you call it?
We call it the Walkman.
Before the standoff began, John Joe was a carpenter and he constructed the buildings on the compound himself. What are the things that you miss about the outside world?
Working, building houses. When I have dreams now, that's what I dream, building houses. The people out there that knew me, they always liked my work.
With no electricity supply, the little energy the family can harness comes from a generator they've put together themselves.
This is a generator. The water would flow over it, it spins. DC voltage, depending on what the flow is, what the motor is, you can charge batteries with it.
On the 47-acre compound, the family grow a variety of crops.
Up. Get up there.
Including corn and wheat to feed the animals and themselves.
This is our winter crop, fall and winter. You got your onions, garlic, radishes, curly leaf mustard, and spinach. He's cultivating the ground to get the moisture into the roots.
This is what we call a hotbed. It's a framework with glass on top. These two frames, tobacco. We have two framed squares of chili peppers.
Despite being able to grow such a mix of food, the family's diet is very basic.
A typical dinner when it's not a special occasion like Thanksgiving. Is usually for breakfast cornmeal mush or rice. Lunch, beans, rice, potatoes when we have them, and meat when we have it. But we basically, the last 14 years, have lived on beans, rice, corn.